All right, we got another hot one here for you. 2024 Pro Set Metal Football. Real quick though, before we open this box, I had set a goal to get 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year. And I get it, that's obvious. Every YouTuber wants subscribers, and I'm calling it out. This is the last I will bring it up, but I would like to do a fun opening. I have all these Sparkle packs. A lot of them cost $100 plus. We could do it live, whatever. Let's open these packs. I'll sell some. Some of them will be up in the eBay store. Some might give away, whatever. So hit the subscribe. All right, let's get to this box. All right, so this is a 2024 Leaf Pro Set Metal Football Hobby Box. Obviously, anything with the term metal in it, it's got to be good. This price is about $150, give or take. This is going to be a fun rip. So this is an unlicensed product. Everybody kind of gravitates toward this because it's just really autograph heavy at a very reasonable price. If you're looking to pick this up, I took this off Midwest Cards, not sponsored by them in any way. I really like their website. When you go there to look up products, they've really easy to like filter and find what you're looking for and all of that. All right, so what do you get inside the box? Like I mentioned, autographed heavy. There's 6 autographs, 11 cards per pack, 1 pack per box. So it's a nice quick rip. So product configuration, you get 11 cards, the 1 pack. We'll quickly rock through the product summary here, along with the checklist that includes top young college and pro talent on the gridiron. The Pro Set also features greatest legends like Joe Namath, Josh Allen, Barry Sanders. You can also get the new die-cut pen pylons, Dynamic Dual Pros. Every Pro Set metal autograph will also be numbered at 25 or less. So they don't run real heavy prints of these. And that's what kind of helps keep them competitive. And they have a crazy checklist, which we'll get to here. Yeah, I put these together as kind of a great cheat sheet. So if you ever open a box or get cards, you can kind of refer back to this video for these next couple things we're going to go over here from the checklist. So this is the base card set checklist. There's 151 cards. There's 3 tiers here. There's the Crystal, Wave, and Pulsar. Each one has 101. But when you work your way down, like the Crystal Silver's out of 8, the Wave Silver's out of 7, and the Pulsar Silver's out of 6. So the Pulsar is more rare of the base cards. And this is the main course. These are the autograph cards. There's a ton of them. You have your base autograph cards. So the Crystal, Pulsar, all of that. You can get any one of the, there's like veterans, rookies. There's the Going Pro checklist. You have the Pro Set Prospects, Pro Set Platinum, Pro Set Power. They also have the Anime Nation autographs checklist with like Hulk Hogan in there. I mean, they have all kinds of stuff in here. It's really interesting box to open. And for insert cards, not a ton like variety on inserts. You have your Shattered Lentai Sealer checklist here, which has like Barry Sanders in it, Bo Jackson, all these old school dudes. You got Emmitt Smith in there, plus new guys, Jaden Daniels, Joe Burrow, Peyton Manning, Shadir Sanders. And then you have your retro base checklist with that Crystal, Wave, and Pulsar. All right. So what got me turned on to this is I know a lot of people are scared to open these because they're unlicensed. But I was watching another YouTuber called Silver Sport, and they're fun to watch. It's SLVR Sport. They do all kinds of rips on there, but they opened up this box and they got some like random Johnny Manziel like autograph card, and I was like, that is interesting. You just don't find stuff like that in these sets anymore. Leaf always just has a wide variety. You'll even see when we go into this, there's guys that are retired way retired veterans, new guys, rookies, people in college, people in like out of high school. I mean, just all kinds of stuff. It's actually pretty wild. Um, so if you're looking to get some autographs because it's unlicensed, you can find a ton of guys in here. And I also had to, let me tell you, this was like doing surgery trying to get this thing opened and not show any spoilers. It comes in this plastic case that you can see through. So I was trying to be real sneaky about this. I edited out some of this stuff because it just took me a minute. But yeah, how it works is when you open the box, there's that clear case with all your cards, and then there's another that lenti. You get one of these special cards at the end that I just pulled out. So that's what's going on there. But yeah, otherwise, once you get past these hurdles, like if you're not opening these up on YouTube, is not a problem. But they don't make this easy. Everything's secure tight. Had to bust out some power tools here just to get this little thing open. But yeah, we got to it. So kind of the cadence here is there's the 6 autos, there's the 2 inserts, then you get 3 base cards, 2 or 3 base cards. We'll see it when we go through here. I'll open these, and typically what I do is I open it, we'll get a nice shot, money shot of the card, and then I go into about a little bit about the players, the value of the card, what the eBay comps are, might talk about some stats. That's one of the unique things that I like to do on my channel. Other times if I'm ripping a bunch of cards, I might just kind of go through that stuff quickly. But I love, that's the analyst part, is kind of digging into some of the players and learning about their history and if they're good or not and things like that. So, all right, enough talking here. Let's get to our first card. All right, we got a Silas Bolden. This is the base crystal variation pink, numbered to 5. So this is, you're getting towards the rare ones here. You have that silver, blue, purple, pink, black, green, red, and then the golds. So Silas attended high school at Rancho Cucamonga High School in California, where he caught 132 passes, 2,091 yards, and 23 touchdowns, and rushed for 229 yards and 2 touchdowns. He also played defense as well in high school, so both ways. He started out his career at Oregon State. He was there for 4 years, actually, redshirted his first year, and then his senior year, he transferred to Texas, which is super interesting. When he was at Oregon State, he had 4 touchdowns, 5 touchdowns, and he only had 1 touchdown at Texas. He received 22 receptions, 243 yards, averaged 11 yards, and scored 1 touchdown. Yeah, interesting just to go to Texas for 1 season. That is a nice looking card. I'm sure Texas gave him some of that NIL money and he transferred. I don't blame the guy. Yeah, that's how it is now. All right, we got another. This is an insert card. All right, so this is Jack Plummer. This is the insert, the retro. So there's those 2 types. This is the retro one, numbered to 10. It's not a parallel version or anything like that. Yeah, so Jack basically played at Gilbert High School in Arizona, where he was named an honorable mention for all USA Arizona high school team. And then Plummer went to Purdue. So he played at Purdue for 3 seasons, redshirted 1 year, played in 9 games. His first year, 3, and then 9. And then he transferred to Cal, where he played with the Golden Bears, where he had a 4-8 record. And then his last year of eligibility, he went to the Louisville Cardinals and just kind of balled out. He had a 10-4 record, 256 completions. He threw for 3,204 yards, 21 touchdowns, only 12 interceptions, 144.4 passer rating. Then Plummer was undrafted, so he signed as an undrafted free agent after going undrafted in the 2024 NFL draft, and then he was waived on August 27th and re-signed to the practice squad, and then Plummer was promoted to the active roster on December 28th, so he's a backup over there at Carolina. Yeah, so not a real hot start here in terms of players, or, you know, obviously this guy's got great skill, but just from a collectability standpoint, but you never know with these guys. Like Jack backup one day, could be starting the next. All right, what do we got here? This is Bentley Hanshaw. He's a tight end for the Liberty Flames, senior, 6'4", 245, good sized kid there. This is the base card, the variation, the wave, the pink parallel number to 4. Couldn't find a ton of info about this guy. I believe he started out at BYU. He redshirted there. His dad played offensive line for BYU, and then he transferred to the Liberty Flames, I believe. Or I not believe, but he did transfer to the Liberty Flames. So last year, he had 10 receptions for 92 yards and 1 touchdown. It looks like his best year was in 2023, where he had 18 receptions, 219 yards, and 6 touchdowns. Yeah, so the checklist, it's interesting, right? You got Bentley Henshaw, a tight end out of Liberty on there. They got all kinds of stuff. I don't know how many Bentley Henshaw cards there are out there. So you do get that nice value just because of the rarity of it. All right, what do we got next? All right, we have a Hall of Famer and legend here, Bruce Smith. So this is the insert mojo variation of the retro. This is green, where it's numbered to 3, so it's a very low numbered parallel variation. Yeah, so Bruce played for 19 seasons in the NFL as a defensive end, primarily with the Buffalo Bills. And then he also played college football for the Virginia Tech Hokies, earning All-American honors twice. He was selected by the Bills with the first overall pick in the 1985 NFL Draft. He's considered one of the greatest defensive ends of all time. The NFL's all-time career leader in quarterback sacks with 200. Smith also received 11 Pro Bowl selections and 8 first-team All-Pro honors while appearing in 4 consecutive Super Bowls with the Bills. He was in the College Football Hall of Fame and Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2009. What's he up to now? Apparently, he is he lives in Virginia Beach, and he works as a large-scale hotel designer. So undertaking many projects with Armada Hoffler. So he's into real estate development. Yeah, so that's a cool one to get. Bruce Smith, just a legend there. The numbered to 3, so really, really limited print or run for that specific parallel. All right, we should be getting into our autographs now. We got 6 of them, so I guess that makes sense. All right, we got our first auto. This is Dayton Wade. He's a wide receiver for the Baltimore Ravens, as you kind of see there in the photo. But yeah, this is the auto. This is the Going Pro Crystal. The blue parallel version, numbered to 8. So kind of a really interesting story about him is he basically... He was rated a 3-star recruit, and then he committed to play college football for Western Kentucky, the Hilltoppers, where he had like a really, really rough start for his first couple seasons, and then he got injured. And then after his 2021 season, he entered the transfer portal, where he transferred to Ole Miss as a walk-on. So he was a walk-on, and then he basically had a breakout season in 2023 where he had 55 receptions for 830 yards and 4 touchdowns. Then he declared for the NFL draft, so just grinded it out. Walked on, ran a a 4.46 40. Fast guy, 5'9" though, on that, but he wasn't selected in the draft, and then he signed with the Ravens as an undrafted free agent. And then he was also selected by the Michigan Panthers in the UFL. He was waived by the Ravens on August 27th and re-signed to the practice squad. And then he signed a reserve future contract on January 21st, 2025. So just grinding it out, making his dream happen. Great looking card as well. Very clean auto, which I appreciate. But yeah, not every sports story is chocolate, roses, and big money, right? Some of these guys, they grind it out. Total respect to him and pursuing his dream. All right, what's our next auto? All right, this is Quentin Joyner, a running back. This is the auto base Pulsar, the purple, numbered to 6. So yeah, really interesting. So he signed, he's out of Texas, is where he was born, 5'11", 216. Played a couple years at USC, and then transferred. Now this year he's playing for Texas Tech. So he'll be playing this season with them, with the Red Raiders. Just some quick background on him. USC, he rushed for about 600 yards and 4 touchdowns. Had some receptions as well. 13 receptions for about 90 yards and 1 touchdown. Now he's signed with Texas Tech. He came out of... what high school did he play at? Yeah, he played in Austin metro area, where he was basically in the Texas 5A high school, where he averaged 10.7 yards per carry on almost 300 rushes in his sophomore junior season, then ran for 400 yards plus. Had really good stats. He was a 4-star recruit. Then he also threw shot put, ran in track and field. So it'll be interesting to see what he does at Texas Tech. Yeah, so some of these autos I think I'm going to keep in the personal collection. Who won't see these up on the eBay store. Like a guy like this, I pull this auto, he's transferring to Texas Tech. Maybe he pops off in the next year or two, goes pro. Then his card might be worth crazy money. All right, so we got a couple more here to go. What is our next auto? All right, we have Jermaine Burton, which is the Going Pro Prismatic Parallel, the green one, numbered to 5. He's been in the news a lot lately with he's got a lot of off the field issues going on, which I won't get into. I don't condone any of that stuff. But just to give you a quick background of his football, he played for Alabama, Georgia, and then was drafted by the Bengals and only played in a handful of games. I'll just leave it at that. All right, and we're moving on. So that was our third auto. Obviously, we have 3 more to go. Did we get a... No, that was our third auto. Did we get an extra one? Okay, we're coming into our next one here. All right, we have Rico Flores Jr. He's a wide receiver. Sophomore. He'll be a sophomore for UCLA. Boston Bruins, 6'2", 205. Good size kid there. But this is the base prismatic purple, numbered to 15. Yeah, so Flores attended Folsom High School in Folsom, California, where he finished his high school career with 201 receptions, 3,220 yards, and 32 touchdowns, making the All-American Bowl roster. He was a 4-star recruit, so very sought out, or very great high school career, where he committed to the University of Notre Dame. He was also offered by Ohio State, Georgia, Alabama, Texas, LSU, USC, and Oregon. So all kinds of schools are after him. I came into Notre Dame where he played in 12 games. He had uh, 21 7 receptions, 392 yards, and one touchdown. So not great. Granted, he's a freshman, and then he transferred to the Bruins, where he played with them for 4 games, had a touchdown. So we'll see. Interesting. He's got a really good high school, just starting out his college career. Another one I'm going to keep away here. Yeah, like I said at the beginning, a very diverse checklist. We got guys that are like freshman, sophomore in college to retired veterans. So very, very interesting. Okay, what's our next one? I believe this one is an interesting one as well. We'll get into here. All right, we got Davy Belfort, freshman. You'll see birthplace Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. You might recognize that last name. That's because his dad is an MMA legend, Victor Belfort, who was a monster in UFC, MMA. Pretty wild. This is his son. So this is Davy Belfort. It's the green base prismatic, number to 5. Yeah, high value. He's also a big influencer in the internet space. Has like 200,000 followers on Instagram and kind of all that stuff. So he's a very big personality in the on the interwebs. But yeah, he was drafted by not drafted. He committed to Virginia Tech. In high school, he threw for 2,358 yards and 16 touchdowns. He's 5'11", 188, so that's probably his only downside, they say, is his height. But yeah, he had a bunch of other offers as well. And he was a 3-star recruit. He does need to work on that auto, though. It looks a little rough there. But man, nobody was up in the stands heckling him with Victor Belfort as his dad, man. No way. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. All right, what do we got? Oh, we got a big hit. We got fireworks, folks. We see gold, the 1-1. Who is this? We got a legend here. Big. We have a legend and Hall of Famer, one of the greatest to ever play the game of football quarterback, Mr. Joe Montana. This is the Auto Power Crystal Gold 1 of 1. This is going in the personal collection. Autographed, $149 eBay comp. Hard to find a comp for this since it's 1 out of 1. I was looking at other 1 out of 1s. But yeah, a legend. I feel like everybody knows this man, but he's like a Tom Brady-esque player. I mean, one of the greatest to play the games. He won a national championship for Notre Dame. Then he played for 16 seasons, primarily with the San Francisco Giants. Where he began his career in 1979 at San Francisco, where he played for 14 seasons. With the 49ers, Montana won 4 Super Bowls and was the first player to be named the Super Bowl Most Valuable Player, MVP, 3 times. Yeah, so insane player. Big hit. This is why you get the pro sets, because you get really cool cards like this. Now that he's retired, he does stuff with horses, and then he makes his own wine called produces wine under the label Montegia. So if you ever see Montegia wine, that's from Joe Montana. Yeah, what a fun card to get. So clean. I definitely will get this graded, put in the personal collection. I will pass this down to the kids. Big thumbs up. What a legend. Yeah, I mean, that's a guy I probably would never go have bought in that, but to pull it and get it is just awesome. So this is the type of stuff, like I said, that's in Pro Set. It's slept on, but you can get some fun stuff out of there. All right, we got our last card here. We got an Oregon Duck. All right, this is Bucky Irving, running back. This was when he was at Oregon. Now he's in the professionals playing for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But this is the one kind of rare, the auto prospects. It's not a parallel or number. There's more. You can see on the right, the checklist, there's like a blue, red, green, purple, and gold. So this is more of the common ones, which is unfortunate. Yeah, but Bucky is a great player. He played college football for Minnesota, but then transferred to the Oregon Ducks, where he finished his college career. Oh, high school, he played for Hillcrest High School in Illinois. College career, his first year at Minnesota, he rushed for 132 times for 700 yards and 4 touchdowns. And then at Oregon, he balled out for 1,350 yards from scrimmage, 13 touchdowns. In his second season, he had almost 1,200 yards and 11 touchdowns. He was Associated Press All Pac-12 first team, coaches All Pac-12 first team. You get an All Pro, All Pac, everything. And CSC Academic All-American first team too. So he's smart, which is good. Do well in school, kids. Do your homework. But yeah, he's got was drafted as the 125th overall pick by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He was the number 2 running back. I won't go through all of his highlights, but he finished his rookie season with 207 carries for 1,122 rushing yards and 8 rushing touchdowns to go with 47 receptions for 392 yards. Irving was the first Buccaneers rookie to rush for at least 1,000 yards since Doug Martin. Yeah, so awesome. And he was named to the NFL All-Rookie team. Yeah, that will go in the personal collection as well. Really cool looking card. We got some family friends that are Oregon fans, so maybe I'll have to gift this to them someday. But yeah, this is when we do our recap of all the things we pulled here together. We'll do a quick overview. All right, we'll just recap it real quick. That was a lot of fun to rip. Don't sleep on Pro Set. Huge variety of players. I know it's unlicensed, but man, you can get some fun stuff out of there. We had, obviously, the big hit was the Joe Montana. That will be in the personal collection. Go into the kids. Yeah, total eBay comps were roughly $338. When I do that, I just, go to eBay, put the card in, and see what other ones are selling at. Did we get everything that they said we were supposed to? We did get 6 autos. That one Lenti one, which was the Bucky Irving. And we also got our base cars and parallels. That's it, folks. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you next time.